Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Kind of an exciting week for us. We got a giveaway this week and we got a special guest. Let's get to it. Joining me tonight, of course, is Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
In the hot seat tonight, joining us is Jen Vend. Hi, Jen Vend.
Hey, Jen. Welcome.
The new president of the MBVA.
Love having you here.
So I don't know if I'm supposed to ask your age because I know it's not polite, but can you say like your roundabout age?
35.
Just put her on the spot like that.
Yeah,
right?
roundabout age. Like I'm around
35.
Okay, so and
Yeah,
you've been
so
doing
we,
this.
we're
since
all
you were,
around
like,
35.
Yeah, and so you've been doing this since you were like 6 or 7, right? So that's how many years of experience are sitting in that chair right now, which is pretty awesome. So happy to have you. Welcome again, and hopefully we can have you every week. I don't know how I know you're busy, but it would be great to have you every week. So welcome everybody to another weekly Vending Live. Like I said, we do have a giveaway tonight, the All-Star Vending Giveaway,
Ooh.
$100 gift certificate. We're going to tease a little bit about what the giveaway is, but we're not going to announce it till next week. So we'll tease a little bit about that. We got some other stuff to talk about. Jen's got lots of stuff she wants to talk about. So we're gonna talk it all tonight. So tell us about your week, guys. What have you been up to?
Well, do you want me to start or would you like Jen to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I guess I could start. So long story short, my week consisted of moving my son home from college over the weekend. So there was that.
Saw that, yeah.
And Mrs. Galaxy Games 843 and I had our wedding anniversary. So we had that going on. So that was always a good time.
You have to tell people how many years because it's a lot and that's pretty impressive. So tell everybody how many years you guys have been married.
Well, you know, I said I'm around 35, right? But we've
Yeah.
been married for 23 years. Can you believe that? 23 years.
That's insane. Man, since you were like 10 years old, you've been married.
I know,
That's
right?
crazy.
So she's been putting up with me for that long. Exactly.
Wow. I bet you weren't a fun 10-year-old either. I bet you were in trouble all the time.
No, I was not.
Yeah.
I was
I
the
could see you
best.
being a troublemaker.
Well, happy anniversary, man. That's exciting.
Thank you, thank you.
23 years is a huge accomplishment. That is amazing. And it takes a long time to get there, and there's a lot of pain, but also a lot of happiness, I'm sure, during that time.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes.
so, very cool. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, but other than that, we have been filming videos all week too. You know, we released a laundromat video today, so there was that. And we actually went to dinner at our hot dog and ice cream shop location
Nice.
for dinner. So we filmed while we were there. Then we stopped
cool.
by the new ice cream shop, which, you know, it's so funny because that location reminds me so much of that one location that you shared. You know, and it's like we're on opposite sides of the country, but like
the Sweet
stores,
Chico? Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the stores just seem so similar, which is crazy. Like it's just like awesome. And then, of course, we stopped by our pizza restaurant location because that machine needed some plush added in. So again, thanks, Jen, for all the tips on merchandising your claw machines from the NBVA show. Really helps us
Yeah.
out.
Oh, good. I'm glad it helped you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Jen, what were you up to this week?
I did 5 installs. So I was
Nice.
working on a sushi place that I talked about last week. And when I went there and the crane didn't work, I saw the owner the next day because I actually stopped to get some sushi. And he was like, how about we do a big crane in each one? And I have a bunch of those. And so we did that. And then I switched out a mini for a bigger crane. So
Nice.
did put 5 big cranes out this week.
Moving on up.
Very cool. So in the Howard Hospitality House, like I said, Natalie is at a school conference. So for her, what she does for her job, it's all the people that do the same thing in all the state of California go down to Palm Springs. So she's been down in Palm Springs. I guess it's in the 90s down there, which is crazy.
Yeah, I see her Facebook post. Doesn't look like she's doing much work.
No, and that's the funny thing is, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a swimsuit because she needs to do swimsuit for the year, and she's like, yeah, I guess I'll be here at the pool most of the time. I'm like, man, that's nice.
That's awesome.
So
That sounds awful.
So for us, it's been kind of hard for the kids because she does the cooking and she's really good cook, and so they've been having to deal with me. And it was Monday night was Sloppy Joe's, and Tuesday was Taco Tuesday, of course, and tonight was pizza. So it's not the same kind of food going on in the Howard household. But I think the best thing for me this week is my dad had to go to Costco to get hearing aids, and he wanted me to take and drive with him, and I told him, well, I got to fill some machines. So I'll go with you and we'll fill some machines. And it was the first time my dad's actually seen kind of what we do, like in person, And man, he was so excited. Like he just couldn't believe the amount of money that you pull out of these machines. And he's like, when did you fill these last time? I'm like, a week ago. He's like, a week ago? And I'm like, yeah, a week ago. And he's like, and there's that much cash there? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you don't have to come during the week? And I said, no, we come once a week. We fill it up, stock it in about 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so, and then we come back the following week. And he goes, that's it? And I'm like, yeah. I go, it's great business. There's no reason you shouldn't be doing this business. I mean, that's how much labor intensive, it was during the week, was one stop for 15 minutes. So I got to see his response, and his, just his eyes were so big the whole time. And we'd serviced 3 locations, and I got to hang out with him. So that was the highlight of my week. But other than that, we just have the normal stuff going on. But yeah, it's a good week. It's been a lot of fun. So I miss Natalie, but other than that, it's been good. So yeah,
Sounds
so
good.
let's go to the comments. I haven't even, I haven't even looked at the comments.
While you're getting over to the comments, I just want to say hello, everyone. Thank you all out there for joining us. Tonight's a big night. We do have a giveaway happening tonight. Also, guys, per the usual, make sure you smash that like button. Help other people find the live stream. We would really appreciate that.
And I didn't say, I'm sorry to tell you, David is actually en route. He's on, I think he's on his route. It's like an hour and a half from his house, and he got a late start today. And he has a couple errands to run on top of it. So he said if he could, he'd try to stop in on his phone, but he doesn't think he's going to be able to because he got such a late start. So he probably won't be here this week, unfortunately. But just
he's like a boss. He's got to make that money.
This is one of his favorite routes, even though it's far away. So he really enjoys doing it, but it just sometimes it falls on the wrong day, and today was the wrong day. So. Anyways, yeah. So everybody's saying hello. See, Lolly's here. Hi, Lolly.
Lolly, hey, Lolly.
I hope your new arcade's going well. I haven't talked to you this week. Usually I give her a call once a week and see how it's going, and she's been doing great. So congratulations on your new arcade. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Let's see. They're like, oh, Jen Van. That's so cool. They're all excited to see you. Very cool. Oh, wait, look at this.
Madam President from Austin B.
Yeah.
Yes, we are super excited of the new title and how all the positive things that are going to be coming down the pike for the NBVA. It's going to be outstanding, and we can't wait to work with you more.
Moving.
Yeah, it's exciting, and we talked today, Jen and I, and we were talking about what she's working on for the year and stuff, which she can kind of fill us in on everything. But we really want people not just to join once, like when the expo comes around. We want to kind of make it so there's benefit throughout the whole year. So
correct.
It's exciting, So, all right, let's see.
Hero 3 says, I think Howard was a party dude. We were talking about back when we were younger, right? And then, look, it's President Jen.
So in college, I have no comment. After college, I calmed down quite a bit. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. And
I think a lot of us, in that age range probably have a similar story. That back when I was in college, it was like right when the internet was like kind of just getting popular, and it was before social media. So there was all that nonsense, you could probably get away with a lot more back in the day than you can today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I went to Chico State, which is known as one of the bigger partier schools. Back in the day, I don't think it is as much anymore.
My Sun Devil sign.
Oh yeah.
InnoGear was the #2 party school in the
There
nation.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, Chico was pretty bad. We had a lot of big events that happened there throughout the year, and they've taken all those away. They don't do them anymore. But we used to get like over 15,000 people that would come in for Halloween. Like it was insane. Like it was just
I can
nuts.
imagine. I can imagine.
And it was a lot of fun. So back in the day, sure, but now no, I'm old and I fall asleep if I drink. So I don't drink very much anymore. It's pretty bad. So
Yeah, that happens. That happens the older you get. Anthony Hastings says, "Hey, Jen."
Okay, first super chat. Woohoo! Here we go.
Oh, is it Waco?
Nope.
It's not Waco for the first one
No.
tonight. All right, it's Austin B with a $1.99 super chat, but there's no message attached.
Nope. Just saying hi. I guess.
I'll bet there's a comment coming up where he'll put the message. But thank you, Austin B, for the super chat. We appreciate that.
Let's see. Oh, another super chat. This one.
This one is from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators More. Check him out on YouTube. A $5 super chat says May 24th, his sister will graduate from high school. Well, congratulations to your sister.
So, what's this? I never heard of this place. You want to tell us about this place?
All right. So PA Pokemon polls. He says everyone goes to Pizza Joe's. And if you didn't know, Pizza Joe's is, I don't know how big they are, but they're a chain, at least in Northeast Ohio, maybe Western Pennsylvania. They've got really amazing barbecue chicken pizza.
Ooh.
Probably one of my favorite barbecue chicken pizzas ever. So for those of you that didn't know, PA Pokemon Polls and I actually used to be co-workers in a call center in Youngstown, Ohio. And there was a Pizza Joe's just down the street from our call center. So we used to go there and get pizza for lunch all the time. It was so good.
Nice.
They had a Pac-Man cabaret inside too. So I may have played a couple games of Pac-Man or two in there or not. Comp Magic says, have an important one. Everyone go subscribe to Howard Hospitality Group. He needs to hit 50K.
I need
You're
to catch
almost
up.
there.
I'm telling you, man. 1870 or 1880 or I don't know where we're at now. We need to catch up. And
I don't know. Once you get past 1,000, anybody else can't see your actual totals pretty much. All they can see is the number point whatever. So for me, I would see 1.8K.
yeah, that's all it is. There's not much more than 1.8. We do have we got a new location. It's a Mexican restaurant in Redding, California that we're actually going to be setting up this weekend. So we're going to film that. We're kind of excited. I guess it's downtown.
Nice.
They called a fellow vendor, actually Walker Vending. We got to thank him. They called him and wondered if he was up there because he has, I guess, one of the family members, one of their restaurants. And so they said, well, maybe you can come up there. And he doesn't go up there, but we do. We're crazy like that. We go up there because it's 90 minutes away. So we're going to go. So thanks to him, we got a location up there.
That's excellent. And I'm going to say this for all your fans and all your viewers of your channel out there. If you don't somehow tie the new Mexican restaurant location to the Cinco de Mayo holiday and make a video out of it, you're going to be in trouble.
Oh, is there a holiday? I didn't know there was a holiday. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
come
Cinco
on,
de Mayo.
man.
And
Cinco de Mayo.
I know, and we're hoping that because what day does that fall on? I looked at the calendar. I can't.
The 5th.
No, I know that, but I meant this week. Like, what day this week does it fall on, smarty man? Gosh.
It's on Sunday actually.
Okay,
so,
perfect. Yeah, because
so
I knew we were going to make it. So
everyone can go and have a good time on Cinco de Mayo. Go support your local restaurants.
The restaurants I went to today, they were all decorating for it. They had their streamers out and they were twisting them and starting to stack them up. They're getting ready.
Right. For sure.
Here
Should
you
be a good time.
You were right.
Austin B says, I forgot to put the message in my super hat. I think he meant super chat.
Yeah.
But yes, there was no message. So if you want to add your message, we'll call it out for sure.
Oh, see, he meant you, not me.
Comp Magic says, oops, I meant Galaxy Games 843 needs 50,000 subscribers. Guys,
So
I'm less than 25 subscribers away.
Oh my God,
as the last time I checked, I was at 49,977, I think it was. So maybe we'll hit it tonight. Maybe we'll hit it tomorrow. You never know.
Very cool, man. So exciting. Okay, here's one.
All right, Random Encounter wants to know, what time is the drawing? It's 9 p.m. here already. Yeah, we start the stream at 9 p.m. on the East Coast.
Yeah, every week. Come on.
That's what time we start.
So let's talk about that. So we're doing something new this time, which is kind of exciting. We ran the giveaway through the Discord, and there's actually a bot that's choosing the winner right at 7 p.m., which would be 10 p.m. your time.
Yes.
So 1 hour in, we got to get Matt to pull up the Discord on his computer because mine won't do it without crashing the call. So he'll pull up the Discord and we can watch it actually draw. I think we can it'll announce it in announcements, I'm guessing, or actually in the channel. Delwick said it'll be in the actual channel. It'll announce it so we can check it out and see who wins at 7 o'clock. So it'll be 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock your time. That's when it'll be tonight. So
I'll be ready with the Discord and screen sharing going on.
Okay. Yeah, Anthony Hastings says for sure. You can read it.
Yes,
Sorry.
that's a great reminder to everyone else out there too. If you've got machines in Mexican restaurants, make sure they are stocked up because all the restaurants will be busy this weekend for Cinco de Mayo.
And they run
it's not going to be just Sunday. It's going to be Saturday too. So get in there now, stock those machines up tomorrow or Friday at the latest, because I'm guessing that the parties, the festivities, all that stuff will probably start Friday after work. So get in there ASAP, stock up your machines.
And put a different prize locker prize in there. Just
there you go. Switch it up.
Nice.
Switch it up.
So that way everyone knows there's been some changes.
Yeah.
Another one. All right, this one from Waco's Car Wash channel. Elevators and More, another $5 super chat. Says, last Friday we had an EF0-EF1 tornado in Waco, Texas. Hope everything is okay over there. Hope you're safe.
Do they get tornadoes in Texas? I didn't know that.
Of course they do.
They do? I thought it was just higher up in the... Okay. I'm wrong. Sorry. I didn't know that.
We've had tornadoes here in South Carolina. I mean, yeah. I mean, like that whole Texas into Oklahoma, especially too. That's when you're really going to get into some tornado areas. Comp Magic, you both, HH and GG need 50K, but GG is so close. Make it happen tonight, people. Yes, guys, we would appreciate that. If you haven't yet subscribed to both myself, Galaxy Games 843, and the Howard Hospitality Group channel, which you're watching this live stream on right now, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button too.
So you're saying, delay in the chat. It's only I'm only 3 minutes behind, Comp. Come on, man. Jeez, that's not bad. That's pretty good when you're live.
That's really good for us.
Yeah.
That's really, really good for us.
Yeah.
So I saw the one that says, can I put pressure on candy machines to do a 50-cent Rhino mech? Do they not have one?
Gumball Gold says, can the president put pressure on candy machines for 50-cent Rhino mechs for a triple shop? They will take her call. Yeah, can you just swap out the mechs? I mean,
yeah,
I'm guessing they're out of stock because I have Rhino 50-cent Rhino mechs on our machines, so I know they're available. So
there you go. You can swap them out for sure. You just might have to call.
Can you put a beaver on that?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Because they sent us one. I think it was either a beaver or something else, and it didn't work because the way it slides in wasn't the right dimensions, and it didn't work. So, well, it depends on the machine too. It could be any of those machines. You know what I mean? Well, he's talking about.
I'm not as familiar with the Rhinos as I am with the Oak Eagle or a Northwestern A&A.
Right.
Those are basically what I use, or Beaver sometimes.
Yeah.
All very good names.
Just keep trying. I don't know.
Yeah. Right on.
I'm sure that they'll have them.
That's what the Discord's for. Though, Andy's in the Discord from Candy Machines. Send him a message.
Totally. I mean, you can just DM him or whatever you want. Yeah, there's also a Candy Machines actual group chat in there as well, so you can jump in there too.
Put the message in there.
All right, Austin B finally sharing his message with us from the super chat. Says, I forgot a message in my super chat, but I just wanted to say I placed my first mini yesterday, and I couldn't have done it without you two gentlemen. Thank you so much. Austin B, so awesome. Congrats on the new location.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, Jen, your first question. You go first. Ready?
All right, I'll read the question off. It says, this is from Smile112 Smile. Where do you guys usually buy mega prizes?
She has a good one for this.
So everywhere. But
totally.
I do a lot of Target shopping. And then watch time supply. Like I usually tell Cy, I'm like, send me a box of stuff. So some stuff from him, but a lot of stuff from Target. I'm really, really good at getting Target deals. I usually text Jonathan like my receipt of all the discounts on them, because it's like a game to me.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah, of
say that
course.
there's a lot of good stuff out there. Um, I've been doing a lot of Legos, and anime figures.
Yeah, she's got a lot
So,
of really good plush, and she sends me because you get $10 coupons and stuff like that from Target too. Is that just being like having the app, or is there?
um, it's having the app. I also get my prescriptions there. So every time you go to the pharmacy and get something, you get a $2 off coupon.
Oh,
And
Nice.
then just I check the coupons that they have on there. So the other day they had their like big Mario plush. I don't know if you have the picture, but the big Mario plush was buy one, get one 50% off. And then I also had another 10% off, or another $10 off, and then another $5 off, and then another $2 off. And then if you spent $90, you got another $15 off.
yeah, that's crazy because I see receipts and I'm like minus minus. I'm like, how does she
Yeah.
do this?
Are you one of
So
those like couponers, or, the good like finds all
I
these crazy
used to be.
deals? Yeah. Okay.
I
yeah,
That
used
makes
to be
sense.
one of those weirdo. Yeah, I was
I
the
don't
person
think they're
that
weird
binder.
personally.
I'm not saying weird. I didn't say weird. I just
Oh,
said,
No,
one of those couponers that gets all
I
those crazy
am.
deals.
So
no, I think that's fantastic. I think,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I had a friend that did it when we were in college, and she was amazing at it because when
yeah.
you're in college, you have all this free time, and she had like a book,
Oh yeah.
like with a photo book with all the different
If
coupons
I
in
didn't
it.
get my groceries
Oh
for
man,
50% off, I was pissed.
yeah,
I
like
would be
she was
too.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she was like that too, and like she would help me. She'd go with me to the store and help me save a bunch of money. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and the receipt would come out and be like 50 feet long.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, like
yeah, it's
crazy
so
long.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So Nicole's here.
Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. I haven't seen it, and I
Thanks for
saw that you
joining us.
messaged me in Discord, and I haven't had a chance
Yes.
to
Looks like
respond.
she's got a new username.
Yeah.
Something about changing her account. I don't know. But I did want to jump on and add about that whole Mega Prize thing.
Oh, okay.
One place too that, obviously Target, Walmart, the clearance aisles are really good places to look. But one place, like if you've got a low budget, but you want some nice looking stuff for Mega Prizes, Five Below.
Yeah.
They have
Yes.
some really nice stuff for, usually a pretty good price. Usually it's not always $5 or less, but they've got some really nice stuff there. You can get Squishmallows there. You can get all kinds of cool stuff. So that's a great place to shop.
In
I
your
did
Five
just get a
Below,
box of Squishmallows from them. They
Yeah.
yeah,
had
like a
Harry
million.
Potter. They had Hello Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
They had tons of ones that we can't order wholesale.
Well, Amelia and
Right.
Sam, I don't know if it's the same at all Five Below, but they get very excited. Like when you first walk in to the left of the door, there's like a clearance section or whatever where they put a bunch of stuff on sale. I don't know if that's the same as like all Five Belows are like that, but it's just a
We
second.
don't.
And you find some
I don't
good
have
stuff.
one.
Oh,
I
okay.
just ordered online.
What? Oh, you're missing out.
It's, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. They love going there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's
We
see.
do I have the app. Well, I get emails where if certain toys are marked down, I get a notification. So I have it for like Legos, Squishamallows, and then my boyfriend gets the same notifications, and he's kind of a pusher of finding good stuff for Gen Vend. Um,
I'm
I'm
sure. I'm
getting some
sure.
really cool pop figures for like $2.
Nice.
I just got some Marvel pop figures in Walmart clearance for like $3 a piece. So I'm going to be using those for some Mega Prizes, I'm thinking. You'll see those in future videos, guys. Anthony Hastings says Costco is also good for Mega Prizes. I know I've seen some of his stuff on Facebook that he shared. Some pretty large Pokemon plush I think I saw one time he got. It might
Sam's
not have been
Club, too.
Costco, but yeah.
Yep.
And you can always find deals on like Pokemon cards and boxes of cards, tins, things like that too, at places like that. So
Yeah,
always keep
great.
your eyes open. You should ABS, always be shopping.
Yes.
Do you want to? I guess Jen can cover this one.
All right. This question is from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. For Jen says, here's a question. How do you become the president of the NBVA?
You put in a lot of time with the
A
NVDA,
lot of time, a lot of work.
and then the members vote you. So I ran for president with Scott Osmus, and we won. And I've been secretary. I've been new member. I've done seminars for almost 10 years now, and you just work your way up the ladder and get on the board and put in your time, and that's how you become president.
Nice. There you go.
Speaking of seminars, we've got 2 people here on the stream that have given seminars 2 years in a row, and I am not either of them. So
Yeah. Why
just
not?
just how's that go? I mean, what would I get up there and say? What would I talk about, right?
Full line vending and all the, I mean, like, you have a wealth of knowledge. There's a lot of stuff you can
I'm
talk
sure
about.
we could
Yeah.
pull quite a bit of stuff out of you.
Yeah.
I feel like no one in there wants to hear about full line vending because they know how much work it really is.
Well, I'm sure that there are things for like YouTube stuff that probably would be good.
Marketing.
like that.
Yep. Yep.
For sure.
Scrolling down.
So I know we're drawing the giveaway in about 35 minutes. Do we want to talk about the giveaway,
Yeah,
what the
let me
prize
pop it
is
up
and all
and-
that stuff? Let's pop
Yeah.
it up on the screen. We haven't really done that tonight. And let's generate some excitement for the giveaway.
All right, let's see. Ready?
Go ahead and put it up on the screen.
I'm getting there.
There we go, guys. Also,
get
could you
rid of-
take?
hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could you
I
take
gotta
the
go back
comment
up.
off the screen?
Sure. Hold on a second. There we go.
There we go. All right, guys. This is the last time we're going to talk about this giveaway. Of course, we've got another giveaway in the works, which you'll find out more about soon. But for this time around, guys, we're giving away a $100 gift certificate from All Star Vending. Now, we're going to give it away in roughly 30 minutes. So, guys, make sure you stick around. All Star has some amazing stuff. I put all of their plush in multiple machines today as I was filming videos. And I got to say, their velvety soft plush is just so high quality, so awesome. So if you're interested, and if you win this $100 gift card, you can put it towards some of that velvety plush from All Star Vending. There's also other things too. They do lots of flat vending, bulk vending stuff. They've got machines and supplies, all kinds of great stuff. And they're even a part of our Discord now. So if you want to jump into the vendor section of the Discord, you can speak directly with All Star Vending's crew, ask questions, talk about product, whatever you want to do. But guys, remember, we're giving this away in it looks like about 32 minutes from now. So make sure you guys are signed up. I don't know when the cutoff is or if we even have a cutoff.
I think it's already past the cutoff.
We're already past the cutoff. But anyway, let's just, for everyone that's already registered to win, keep your fingers crossed because we're going to pull the information here in about 30 minutes. So be ready,
Nice.
guys. Stick around.
Very exciting.
Heck yeah.
This, I love those kind of giveaways because it's stuff that helps your bottom line. It helps
your business. Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And they're great people that own the company.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. All Star is a great crew. I spent quite a bit of time at the NBVA show just hanging out with them, talking to them, and placing orders too.
Yeah, I FaceTime with Sharon the other day.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, here's a good idea. I didn't even think about this place.
Yes, GameStop. I've actually bought prizes at GameStop before.
Me too.
Empty Space Invaders. Oh, I love that name. LLC says GameStop online clearance is also a good source. I didn't know they had online clearance.
I didn't
So I
know
might
either.
have to
That's
look
what I
into
was saying.
that.
That's a great
We
opportunity.
bought some of
get
those like pins that have a stand. It's like a pin figure or pin
Yeah,
fig. I think
yeah,
the name
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've also bought, trading cards and different stuff like that. Plush, that's on sale. I bought all kinds of stuff from GameStop for prize lockers and just stuff in machines in general.
One of our favorites that the kids like a lot because they spend a lot of time in there is the TikTok shop and Temu. So they, we bought a bunch of those little push button games, where you have to press all the buttons and follow the little code.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
those. And so we got a bunch of stuff just from that because it's what's popular and people are seeing on there. We got some of those cars those remote control cars that go through the water and like flip around, and you can control them with your hand. We got some of those and put them in some of our prize lockers. So there's a bunch of stuff on there that you get pretty cheap because you get coupons all the time from Temu and TikTok Shop and stuff. They'll run specials, and so that's where we order a lot of our stuff too. So
let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys get a ton of emails as being on TikTok or being on YouTube for I mainly get a bunch of emails from different suppliers of the TikTok Shop wanting me to promote their products and for commissions and stuff like that. But most of it's like stuff that's not even related to my channel. But do you guys ever get emails like that?
We've gotten a few, but it doesn't relate to us, so I just let it go.
It never relates to my channel at all. So it's like, who's going to listen to me talking about eye makeup? No one. Quit emailing me with this stuff, right?
My dog's Instagram actually gets the most.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, he gets something probably like 3 times a day.
Yeah. I'm like,
and it's weird. It's weird
crazy.
Stuff,
it's so crazy. Yeah. Nothing has ever been related to my
Me
vending.
neither. Yeah.
Oh, we got another super chat. Actually, I think we got 2 super chats. Which one's up first?
Did it come up?
No, nothing came up. Everyone can hear you taking a drink, but nothing came up on the screen.
Oh,
here we go. This one from Neon Starship. It's a $2 super chat. It says, "Hey all, wife and I are tuned in. Hope all is well. Welcome, Neon Starship. Thank you for the super chat."
Nice. Thank you.
Yes. And it looks like we got one more.
Let me go down. Oh, yeah.
This one from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. Another $5 super chat. It says, "Gas prices are $3.06. Now you're officially lower than me. I paid $3.29 yesterday."
I don't even want to talk to you guys.
I'm at like 460-ish.
562.
You got your California and the Pacific Northwest. I feel sorry for you guys.
Oh, so horrible. Oh my God.
And I have diesel too, so.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. But you get in your van, right? But you get good gas mileage. That you get like 40 miles a gallon though, right? On the diesel.
It's around that when I'm like headed on long trips.
On the freeway and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like those Volvos and stuff that are diesel. The Mercedes that are diesel, like they get such good gas mileage. It's like 40 miles a gallon. But yeah, you pay more, but yeah, it's crazy. So, let's see. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're pretty caught up on the chat. I have something that I want to talk. I didn't get to talk about it last week, and I'm really excited about it, and I want to talk to you guys and see what you think. It's a new machine that came out. They announced it. It was like the 22nd of April or something, and we've been looking at these machines for a long time. So let me pull it up here. And
now you got me intrigued.
It is
who announced it?
The company, which I'll get it here. Let me get it up here real quick.
Okay, all right.
Share screen. There we go. Okay. So, and I got to talk to the owner of this company.
I see.
And so I don't know how to make it so it's kind of big with us on the side. Let's see if we can do it this way. No, that didn't do it.
That's all right. Everybody wants to see the machine, not us.
There it is.
It's all good.
So,
all
and then we can kind of be at the bottom. So, Una's technology, like I've been in love with Over the Edge since I saw it, 2 years or a year and a half ago for the first time. And this machine, even if you watch YouTube or anything else, like it is one of the most popular machines right now because blind boxes are just crazy popular. And we've been looking at one, and they're pretty pricey. I mean, the Over the Edge machine's about $12,000. That's what it runs. But now they just released that they have a single player version of it that's coming out. Looks like right around summertime or so. And we're so excited. It'll be about half the price. And so I wanted to announce it for those of you who may have been looking at one that, didn't have room for a big one, like at a location. This is something that you could put in a smaller location and, get all the benefits of the game without having this giant machine that, takes up so much space and the cost and everything else. So I just want to get your guys' opinion because I'm so excited. I think it's really cool.
So let me kind of think back to November, right?
Right.
November, Orlando, Florida, a certain go-kart place called Andretti's, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
So there was a full-blown arcade at this Andretti's go-kart track. And the only machine I remember was the Over the Edge, because that's what everybody was playing. And people were walking around with handfuls of blind boxes. So I think that night we all said, man, we need one of those machines, because look how popular it is.
And the money that gets dumped into it is just insane. Like, and
Exactly.
you don't, in the way it plays, you know, I mean, sorry to say from us vendors' point of view, but you don't realize how much money's going into the machine when you're playing it. So, you know, a lot of them use like Amusement Connect or EnterCard or one of those kind of systems, and you're basically paying $2 to $2.50 a play to play the machine. Sure, you get 8 balls, you know, at a time or whatever it is, or
But
8 plays. But it's quick, yeah, and
So fast.
And it's so addicting because the stuff's moving, the stuff's falling, you know, and it's got that coin pusher kind of feel to it, but in a different light, and you're winning prizes. And I think that this is probably one of the smartest machines I think that's come out in I don't know how many years to get people so excited about pushing things over the edge, you know, getting things to move. And whoever thought of it is a genius, I think. I mean, I think
I agree.
And I think that, you know, the prizes you put in there do make a huge amount of difference, but it's also the fact that, you know, you're pushing the stuff over the edge, and it's like you're like, oh, maybe a couple more, and oh, maybe some more,
Right.
you know, and it's like then something falls and you're like, oh man, and then you're like all over again, you're hyped up and you're starting to go again. And so I'm super excited about this machine. And when I saw that they had mentioned it to me when I was at the show, and they said, you know, we got a big announcement and this is what it is, but we can't say. And I'm like, oh, no way. And they're like, yeah. And then they released it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So for those of you who are looking for something that you can fit like a 31-inch machine in a location, and you want something that's going to bring a lot of cash and a lot of money, I think this is probably a good bet for, you know, around $6,000. That's roughly what it's going to be. And you can get it through distributors like Betson or those places. But I'm super excited. So I wanted to show everybody something that got me just jazzed about a week and a half ago when they announced it. I just think it's so exciting. So
Yeah, that's really good. It's too bad they didn't have it ready to go for the NBVA show. 'Cause I
Yeah.
would have loved to have seen it in person, but maybe at IAPA. I'll bet they'll have one at IAPA.
And another thing too, for those of you who may not have gone to the show, there is another version it's a single player version that is from Pipeline Games. And for some reason right now I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I'll remember next week, and I'll bring some images and stuff
Is it
of
like
it.
drop the box or drop?
Drop the sound, yeah.
Something like that. I can pull up the video real quick.
If you want to
The
pull,
other thing
yeah,
I liked about that machine is they also brought with it a really good sets of blind boxes that you can buy. You don't have
Yes.
to have the machine to buy their boxes. And
Right.
so the girl that's in charge of it has done a phenomenal job, like exploring different options, different box sizes, and it's all licensed. And then she's even gotten special plush made to go along with it. So like they have a lot to offer as far as the anime blind box. If you're not gonna buy one of those machines, you can still buy blind boxes
stuff.
from them.
And that's Unis, right?
Yeah.
That's his daughter.
Separate
which is
sections. You have
I
to
didn't
talk-
realize.
I
Yeah,
forget what her
that's
name is.
I have her card. It's the owner's daughter, and she was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Kay Tan is her name, and she's a merchandise coordinator. I can put up her card. It has her phone number and everything. I got it all bent up from going to the show.
Yeah.
But
She even has like little Disney
I'll get her
speakers. She
phone
had
number
really
on there.
cool stuff.
yeah, I can't get her phone number. There. Contact me if you guys want her information, because they do sell it, and she runs the whole merchandising department separate from the the machines themselves and stuff like that. Let me pop this up for you.
Yeah, if you want to see this real quick, this is the Pipeline version. This is from the NBVA video on my channel. It's called "Look Out Below." There we go.
That's
And
it.
It's got the
You
blind
can-
boxes with the marble balls and all that stuff. Really cool, and it's so bright.
Yeah.
So there is other options available too.
Yeah, very cool. So there is a couple options for you guys out there, and but I just think the design behind it and the idea is just great, and it's for us in California, which we can't have coin pushers and we can't have
Same,
those types
yeah,
of
same.
machines, it still brings that kind of excitement, but you're actually winning cool prizes, and the prizes are very cool. There's some really, I mean, there's some ceramic stuff in boxes and all kinds of neat stuff. So
Yeah, just push that over the edge, right?
well,
Ceramic
and
stuff.
I don't know if you guys watch Plush Time Wins, but that's like their new favorite machine. So a lot of the videos they have coming out on their channel is them playing the over the edge
Yeah.
because they're addicted to that machine, and it's
Totally.
yeah, it's a really cool machine. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there for you guys if you're looking for something. I thought that was kind of neat, and I highly recommend it. I mean, every place I've seen one or every video, people are just super attracted to it. It is a little bit of, I think that to me, like, I think if we had it on location, we would kind of want to have maybe like some instructions on it, because I don't think if you've ever played it before, you would really know how to. Like, you really
Sure.
kind of need, there should be like an instruction sheet or something that's maybe in the front window or on the side or something that kind of tells you how to play, because you do need to watch where the balls drop and then, and how the wheels work and that kind of stuff. So, but once you figure it out, man, it's super fun. So
It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
it
for
is.
sure.
All right, back to comments. So let's see.
Back to comments. Yeah, I see there were some comments in there.
All right.
I saw Anthony's. Anyone ran the Fall Guy plush? Nope, but I think it'll be hot. I think it's going to be a popular movie.
Dude, I used to love that show. That's how old I am, because that was one of my favorite shows growing up. That and the A-Team and Dukes of Hazzard and
I was
Airwolf
18
and
and Dukes of Hazzard, yes.
Knight Rider and Miami Vice. Yeah, that was my generation. So Fall Guy was like the beginning, because I was a little older school, but they always played the after, what do you call it, the reruns when I got out of school. So I always watched the Fall Guy. I used to love that. And
He's got
MacGyver.
Yes, MacGyver, of course.
MacGyver.
So Anthony Hastings has some 12-inch Fall Guy plush coming on Friday. You'll have to
Nice.
let us know how that does.
Yeah, and if you send me some photos or put them in Facebook, I'll try to remember to put them up so people can see what they look like. But put them in the Discord too, so people can see them. Oh, here's a good one.
This one from Caden Harrison asking, where do you all buy licensed plush? I've bought it from a couple places. CandyMachines.com, A&A Global are the kind of the two that I've bought most of my licensed plush from, but I know there's so many other vendors out there too, guys.
Yeah, so you got A&A Global, good stuff. Fiesta Toys got some licensed stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, those are really good ones. And then what is the one?
Toy Factory.
Toy Factory, biz.biz.
Toyfactory.biz.
They got some good stuff. So there's definitely some good stuff out there. No pun intended with good stuff, but
Right.
they've got a lot of the neat stuff that's new, and they usually follow like the trends with the movies and stuff, which is kind of cool. So, like,
Yeah, they even
Deadpool.
put out a calendar relating to the movies and what plush they have coming for each movie.
There you go.
That's so
Deadpool,
awesome.
guys, get your Deadpool stuff. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a huge movie this summer. We got a lot of good stuff that we're gonna be putting in our machine for that, for sure. So definitely look at that.
Looks so funny.
Yes.
Oh, here's a question that's relatable to something that we do.
Okay, this is from Harrison Dunn. It says, I just got my first 4 Super Minis. Do you always anchor your machines? Have you had problems when you don't? Jonathan, tell them about your Only stands.
So yeah, thanks, man. So Harrison, visit clawstand.com. Check it out. It is the solution that will help you going forward. And I actually did some research for the past 3 days, and come to find out, which is really crazy to think, is that not only was it cheaper to have it created, in China and built, because it was almost $300 to have it made here in the U.S., but it's actually more expensive for us to ship it in the U.S. than straight from China also, which is
Really?
crazy. Yeah, so I looked at USPS, I looked at FedEx, and I looked at UPS, and all 3 of them were over $150 to ship it. So, like, how crazy is that? That because it's 57 pounds, the package, because that's how heavy it is. And so, anyways, visit clawstand.com. Check it out. Please send us messages, any questions, stuff like that. So the sample, we have our own that we made here in the US, which I was thinking about doing some videos on that, but I'd rather get the real thing and show you guys what it looks like all finalized and done in the box and do an opening and that kind of stuff. But it should be here hopefully in a couple weeks, and then I'll have the final that I can show you guys everything. And if we look at it and everything looks great, they're available to be shipped right away. So within 3 weeks, you can have one shipped to you and ready to go. And I really think it's going to solve a lot of problems, because Harrison, you do have issues with them tipping over. You have issues with people shaking them, and all your prizes falling into the prize chute and you're losing money that way. So it's definitely, I think, something good that's going to help a lot of people. And then we have some other things coming out too. We're launching a new website here coming up, which will have some other products on there. So there's a lot of good stuff coming. Yeah. So it's very exciting. We're running tests right now on our website, and it's doing really well, and everything seems to be working. I'm just scared to not run more tests. So I'm testing and testing to make sure it's right. But we got a lot of cool stuff happening, and the cloth stand is one that is going to be super helpful, I think. So very cool.
Hey, before you go any further, I just want to give everyone a 15-minute warning. 15 minutes till the giveaway, so stick around.
Do you guys see something on my face? Is there something right
yes,
there?
Yes, it looks like a cross or something.
Yeah, but what is it from? I'm trying to figure out what.
Do you have like a reflection or maybe like a?
I don't know.
Is there light coming through your window or something like that?
That's what I was wondering. Where is it coming from?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been staring at it this whole time.
Yeah, well, so have I, and I
that?
thought it was. I don't know what it is. Where it's coming from? Because it's on the camera almost.
Oh, it's on your hand.
Yeah, so it's weird. So I don't know if it's. Oh, you know what? I bet it's from back there. It's probably from the windows back there.
Probably. It's funny because you guys both still have sunlight, and it is pitch black here on the East Coast.
Yeah, I know. It's still super bright outside.
Yes.
Let's see. All right, let's see.
See, lots of people saying hello. Again, thanks, guys, for joining us. Again, don't forget to smash that like button. Help other people find the stream, please.
It's the Holy Spirit. I like that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? It's crazy.
It does. It looks like a cross.
It does.
Really weird. I don't know where it's coming from. It's got to be one of the sunlight from something.
I think God just wants to be on the stream tonight.
That's fine. I can
Welcome,
put it on my
God.
forehead.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so I think we're all caught up on the chat. We did the All-Star announcement. I wanted to do that. I wanted to one more time talk about Yao before we get up to our giveaway and do that. Since we got about 10 minutes here before we do the giveaway. For those of you who don't know, Matt, David, Eli, and Cody, and we've all gotten together and we started Yao, which is Young Entrepreneurs of the World. And it is trying to help young people get into vending. Any students under the age of 18 wanting to start their own business. And all you have to do is go to yaokids.org, send us a message, make a 1-minute video and a brief description of you and why you want to get into the vending business. And that's it. And you're entered to win we do every month, thanks to candymachines.com, we're giving away a triple time candy machine, and to get them started. And then once a year, we're doing a mini claw machine giveaway. So definitely do that. A lot of people visiting the website, which is awesome. We just want a lot more entries. So if you have friends or family with kids that want to get involved in vending, it's a great business, and everybody that their kids have gotten into that I've talked to say that their attitude and the way they approach people and things is totally different, that they just have a different feel to owning their own business and something that's their own. And yeah, it's just very cool. So a lot of positivity comes out of it for the kids, for you, something to do together. Vending as a family, as Jen knows, since she was a little girl, it's very cool. It's a very cool business, and it's a lot of fun. Amusement is just fun, hence the name. So definitely get in, yaokids.org, check it out, and send us a message. And thank you, candymachines.com, for donating once a month a candy machine and getting the kids going. So very cool. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Andy, at candymachines.com. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
All right. It's now 10-minute warning. We are 10 minutes away from the giveaway. And do we know exactly how this bot works, or exactly? Is Frank still here? I mean,
you know how Doeg is in the Discord. He's like a Discord guru. He knows everything. And so I'm
sure.
how do we do this giveaway? What? He's like, oh, we'll just do it through the Discord. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, oh, the bottle choose it. And I'm like, well, what do you need to know? He goes, I just need to know what day and time you wanted to give it away. And I'm like, that's it? He goes, yeah, I'll just set it up. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, how about an hour into our broadcast? You know, he goes, okay, it's 7:00. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, done. I'm like, man, so how does it work? He goes, it just draws it. It just draws it all automatically. And I'm like, that is so crazy. And he's like, oh yeah, it's great.
Hopefully it's in announcements, or maybe it's going to be in the actual giveaway tab with the little rainbow for All-Star. I don't know. We'll in 10 minutes, we'll share screen and we'll just search around and look for the answer.
Yeah, and find it. See, he's
Delwick
there
says
right now.
the bot will post it. Okay. All right. Well, but
Where do we
Delwick,
go?
where is the bot going to post it?
Yeah, Delwick, where do we go so we can actually watch it post it? Like, I'd like to know, because I that way we have it open and ready to go, because that's kind of exciting.
Yes.
It's neat to see, AI drawing our drawing, which is pretty cool. And then it's totally random, which is awesome. So I'm pretty excited about this. But so anyways, yeah.
PA Pokemon Poll says Frank made the robot ? Exclamation point. Then he says we're all doomed. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Some of you may not get that.
I love that YouTube video.
Yes. Auto-tune the news back in the day, guys. That's what we're talking about.
I love it.
All right. So in the giveaway channel. So we'll be in the giveaway channel looking for that. So for sure.
In the giveaway channel. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Delwick. We appreciate that.
So
since we have 9 minutes, you want to go do one of my questions?
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
I was just going to ask you. I was about ready to ask you. So go ahead.
So what's the weirdest or most interesting, unique place that you have placed a machine or have tried to place a machine? Or are trying, but leave out like
the specifics. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't have any weird places I've ever had machines.
What about unique that wouldn't ordinarily have a machine?
I think one of our first ones was probably our most unique, and it was I can't remember the name of do you know the guys that have the carts and they have the Mexican corn and the
like a food cart pod?
No, what is it called, Matt? What are they called?
I'm shaking my head at PA Pokemon Polls. You're talking about like Mexican street corn or something like that?
Yeah,
or?
but they have there's a name for them that
like a mobile vendor where they.
Yeah, but there's a name for there's a Hispanic name for them. I can't remember the name of what they're called. They call him Corn Man here in town. But we have a guy, and his name, they call him the Corn Man because he was at like every single event outside the gate selling corn and ice cream, or like frozen drinks and with the fruit cups and all that kind of stuff. And he ended up getting so popular that he opened up his own like actual storefront, and he was one of our first locations that we ever had. Elote, thank you. I couldn't think of the elotes. Yes, I couldn't think of the name of it.
I had no idea.
Oh, you were just looking for corn, like the corn part of it. Okay.
Yeah, elotes.
Gotcha.
But that's what they call them. And so he opened up his own place, and so he was one of our first ones because all the kids went there. And he didn't speak any English, so it was super hard for us because, trying to explain everything. But we kept going back, and he kept asking us, about the electricity. And we didn't. So finally, I had to go next door because there was a nail shop where one of his relatives worked. And I said, "Can you come help me translate and tell me what he's saying? Because I don't know what he's saying." And he wanted to know how much electricity it drew, for them to be on the whole time. And we're like, not very much. And he's like, "Will you pay us? Will you pay me for electricity?" And so we ended up paying $10 a month for electricity. But that was what he was asking us every time we go in there. We didn't understand, but it kind of fizzled out. It didn't end up working out for him, and he just did more money at the events, so he just sort of closed it. But that was probably an unusual one for us because we didn't know how it was going to do, and we just kind of put it in there. And so that was one for us. But we have them in bars and other locations that do pretty well that you wouldn't think would be as popular, but we put good stuff in them for bars, and they do well. I don't know. Do you guys have any weird locations?
I've been racking my brain over here, and I've never had like anything that I would consider a weird location or tried to get a weird location. I mean, I've I mean, the people at my flea market arcade location are weird. Does that count? There's a lot of weird people there.
People that frequent my location are weird. Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking the ones I came up with were like the plasma donation places.
Oh.
Uh,
For
I can see
candy,
doing,
right?
like-
For candy.
I can see doing like full line.
Yeah. That's a
check
great
cash-
one. I didn't think about that.
Check cashing, and a pet store.
I've seen pet toy claw machines, but I've never seen anything at a pet store.
So I have, well, I sold them the machine, but I had a pet store where I had gumballs and candy, and I just was getting sick of dealing with it. So I sold it to them and then put in a mini claw. And I had it there for a little while. It did pretty well, but they just always they're really needy. So it wasn't worth my time to just keep
Sure.
going back. But I think if you found the right one, it could do okay.
Well, there was a guy that we met in, we were actually servicing one of our locations, and he was talking to the kids because he saw their picture, and he's like, "Oh, those are my machines." And he said, "Yeah," and he said that he had, for years, he did. There's like it's a year-round, like kind of like a what do you call that? It's like a pumpkin patch, but they do different events throughout the year, so it doesn't really close. But he used to vend you could get feed out for the animals at the pet zoo, the little petting zoo, and he said he did so much money from people getting the feed out of those little machines to feed the animals and stuff like that. So he said he did pretty well. So that's unusual.
Yeah, now that you mention it, like I see those at like amusement parks and just parks where there's wildlife. But like even like I've seen full line vending machines with cups of food now, so they can charge more. You know what I mean? So they can charge more.
Worms.
Yeah, all kinds of
he
stuff
was telling
like
him,
that.
he said, "How much is your candy machines?" Because she told us she had candy machines, and she goes, "Well, they were 25 cents, and now they're 50." And he goes, "Yeah, I went up to 50 cents too." And he goes, "I was doing pretty good." He goes, "Because you have a lot of people throughout the day buying food and those things for 50 cents a pop." I was just like, man, I never thought about that. So
I
he said
sold a machine to a lady that made dog cookies, and that's what she was doing with it. Was she was making tiny little dog cookies to put in the machine.
Aw,
Interesting. That's
a
cool.
good idea. So 3 minutes. You got it pulled up?
I got it pulled up. It's shared. If you want to put us on the quad screen, there you go.
Yeah,
that
let me
way,
see if I can get that.
And then when the actual drawing happens, we can maybe make it full screen or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're like 3 minutes away, guys. So one of you out there that registered is going to be the lucky winner for the $100 gift certificates at All Star Vending. Stick around. We're almost there.
Reminding you guys, please.
Like and share.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jake Hudson.
He's been pretty active on our videos and liking stuff and sharing it and stuff, which I think is really cool. So I hadn't seen him till as of late, but he's been on our channel watching our videos and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it on those. So you got another question? We'll wait 2 minutes. Then we'll do your
Yeah,
your next
we've only got 2 minutes. Let's all poke fun at PA Pokemon polls here. He's trying to take the chat off the rails tonight.
Yeah.
He says he's all hepped up on Mountain Dew.
What was that? Ricky Bobby? I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Those little kids. I can't remember. What's the name of that
Yes.
movie? Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake.
Talladega Nights.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the name.
You're welcome.
That's funny. All right, let's see. Yeah, he's really trying to throw us off, isn't he? Come on, PA Pokemon
is.
polls. Jeez.
I know what you're trying to do over there, man. But there's some funny stuff in the comments. So for all of
I
you
mean,
listening to the replay, you're
Those
missing
can
out.
be good locations.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to find a place like that to even go pitch a
Not
machine.
around here.
Right. Not around here.
Those
either.
those are secret if they exist.
I'm
I've
sure.
never heard of them.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everyone listening to the podcast replay is like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch it and look at the comments. Can you
If you can see
comments on a replay?
Sometimes you can't. I think you have to be live to see the comments.
Well, this is a funny comment, actually. I'll do this one. This
All
one's
right.
appropriate.
This one, PA Pokemon Pulse, giving us advice on what we could sell at, funny things at funny places. He says you could sell vampire teeth at the blood bank. Yes, that
I
would be
like
funny.
I
would think if I was an employee at the blood bank, I would pass those out on Halloween. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of thing I would want to do. All right, so
guys.
it is 10 o'clock. Delwig says it's about 45 seconds in the comments, maybe 30 seconds at this point, but we're just waiting and watching the screen to see if the winner's going to pop up here, how this is going to work. I'm still waiting. Right. It wouldn't be the first time we've had a technical difficulty when it came to a giveaway, so we'll see what happens here.
Our first one was horrible, but that's
he's counting it down. He's counting it down. Let's see what happens here, guys. You want to give us a drum roll? Here we go. We got the winner. You see it on the screen there?
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Congratulations to Dillsy Bills XD. You are the winner of an All-Star $100 gift certificate. Very cool.
It worked. It totally worked.
It totally worked. That was
I don't know why
awesome.
I would ever doubt Delwick. He's the man when it comes to
That's
stuff.
right. We weren't sure what to expect, though. I mean, honestly.
That's pretty cool.
Dillsy Bills XD. That's a pretty fun name, right? Again, congratulations on the $100 gift card to All-Star Vending.
So if you would, you can either contact me. I'll go back into and see if I can get a hold of you, or Sharon from All-Star. You can contact her in the All-Star channel and give her your, do a what do you call it, direct message and send her your information, and then she'll get you.
Let's do it like this.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just going to DM them right now.
Okay.
If I can type. When everyone's watching me, guys, I can't type. That's just how it goes.
That's funny. Does it say on your? I guess you'd have to click on Xtreme Vending when you're done. But I want to know like what our actual total count of members is by now. I was told we're over 3,500 at this point. I think you click on Xtreme Vending at the top.
I think so. No, not like that.
It doesn't let you click on it. I thought you just clicked on it, but Delboy can tell us. He'll pop it in the chat right now. He'll tell us how many members we have. But can you imagine that there's that many members that are just interested in vending? Like, how crazy is that? And
look at that. He's responding.
Oh, nice. There you go. Cool. Oh, wait, really? That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, definitely send Sharon a message. I don't know, because I think it's quite a bit later over there right now. Aren't they like 3 hours ahead, Jen?
It's 10 o'clock Eastern time.
They're on Eastern time.
Okay. So she may be asleep already, but I would just send her a message. And if she doesn't get back to you, get a hold of me, but she should. She's in there every single day. And they'll get you and set up with that gift certificate, man. That's so cool. So exciting. Very cool. They got a lot of good stuff. 3460 is what Delwick says. That's how many members we are now. 34, almost 3,500. So cool. Do you want to give a little tour of the Discord while you have it up?
You can see how terrible my typing is when everyone's watching, when it's behind. So I know you guys can't see, but I've got this big thing popped up right here. That it's about sharing my screen for the streaming software. So I couldn't do it.
See that. Yeah,
I couldn't. I know you can't see it, so I couldn't do a spell check, and I spelled things wrong. So sorry about that, guys. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at the Discord here real quick. I'll go back to the actual main channel here. And,
while you're doing that, I'm gonna grab another coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay. You're like, just run the show, Matt. I'm taking a break. Anyway, though, guys, so here is the Xtreme Vending Discord that we all work together and love so much. As you can see on the left-hand side, it's got lots of tabs with all kinds of different things. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, most of the time, he's asking if we're live right now. Yes, we are. All right, back to the show. So basically, like I was saying, if you want to be part of the conversation where everyone is always hanging out, talking and just asking questions or anything, the general tab right here on the left-hand side under the text channel section is going to be the most active place. So you can see people are going to jump in and share kind of some things like Galaxy Arcade NZ just placed these 4 machines. How cool is that? And it's very motivational for a lot of people because everybody can jump in here and everyone can talk about, what's going well for them, or maybe something that didn't work out so well for them. Dillsy Bills XD says, thanks everyone. Did you guys see that? He says, thanks everyone. There he goes. Very cool. Again, congratulations for winning the All-Star Vending gift card. But not only do we have just a general vending chat, but there's so many broken down areas that you can jump into. There's sections for all of our vendors, so CandyMachines.com, Nyax, Eva, Kiosoft, Rainy, Toybox HQ, Pipeline Games. Here's the All-Star Vending chat right here. Again, thanks again, All-Star, for the gift card giveaway that we just gave away. That was very awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, and then so many other things. Even PA Pokemon Pools has its own section. So obviously, we'll let anyone in there, just so you know. But guys, go ahead and check it out. The link to join the Discord, if you're not already a member, should be in the description of this live stream. There's so many good things, so many awesome things. We have repairs, business advice, contracts, vending tips, tax talk, insurance talk, all kinds of stuff. Buy, sell, trade sections, all kinds of stuff like that, and places to share pictures, videos, if you need help or repairs, suggestions for the server. And I will say the Discord is completely free. But if you want to, get a little extra, help out the server, you can join to be a premium member, which does have a minimal monthly fee. By doing so, you will get access to things like premium chats. You'll get sneak peeks of certain things. There's a premium voice chat, which time
I'm there.
Yeah, I see you in there a lot. I see Frank in there a lot. Next time you guys are in there, I'll have to jump in.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when I see you in there, I'm working, so I can't really jump in there.
And for those of you who don't know, like real quick before you go on, we talk a lot of business stuff in there. We talk a lot about deals, things that we're buying, what's going on, things in the Discord, all kinds of things. So it's good to get in those premium voice chats, and it definitely is worth it. Like I've learned a lot from those guys, a lot of
absolutely,
a lot of toy stuff and everything. So really cool. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean.
No, you're all good. No, I was just getting back up to the top where this is a lot of important information here. So we have announcements. Certain YouTube content creators have automatic notifications of uploads in this section here. This, of course, was just the giveaway section. But there's also all kinds of stuff like how-tos, where to buy mini claw machines, where to buy plush. There's sections for Yow, if you want to learn about Yow. If you want to submit, this is a great place to enter your submissions. Conversations about Yow, Quick Plays Claw Academy. But this one right here is very awesome. It's the discounts and affiliates. Let's jump over there real quick. So in this section here, it's all the current active discount codes for being a member of the Discord that you can apply when you're shopping for machines, product, all kinds of stuff. It's not just product like plush, but it could be for credit card readers. It could be for anything. I mean, just scrolling through here, you can see that 720 Vending has a discount code for these Cantaloupe readers.
Yeah.
There's, let's see what else. All kinds of stuff from Flatline Vending right here. Vendinglabels.com, All-Star, Nyax. Use code GalaxyGames843, save yourself some cash. There's all kinds of stuff in this section too that's going to save you money. So, like I said, it's free to join the Discord, and you're going to save money by being able to unlock some of these discounts. And so definitely join us there. Yeah,
I've
go ahead.
noticed like All-Star, they put a lot of more not giveaways, but a lot more discount codes in their channel too. So they're upping the game when it comes to So they she's been posting like all kinds of new discounts and items that they get and stuff like that. She's been in there and pretty active. So if you're looking for stuff, like definitely get in there and talk to them and check their stuff out. So very cool. And then also today, like I was in the Pipeline Games channel, they were talking about how their shipment just came in of their machines. So you're getting like probably stuff you couldn't find without really digging, like on a Facebook group or something like that. You're getting the information directly from the source from these guys. They're the owners, and the people that run these companies are in our Discord. Like how insane is that you got one-on-one access to these people, which is pretty cool. And that's the stuff that you used to only be able to get when you went to like things like MBVA or conferences or stuff like that to make those type of connections. Now you can do it here in the Discord. So pretty awesome.
Absolutely, and All Stars keeps posting all kinds of stuff like this in the channel too, like kind of showing off some of the things that you can get. Here's that medium plush mix with some of the velvety stuff in there. This is the stuff I've been putting in my machines lately, and it's been very popular.
Yeah, those are really nice. They're high
Well, you
quality.
scrolled past the Hello Kitty, which is amazing.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Yeah, Matt, come on.
4-inch in size, perfect for mini cranes. $300 per unit for $195. That's awesome.
They do really well.
Yes.
Very cool.
So guys, that's the Discord. Come join us over there if you're not a member already, but I'm guessing most of you already are.
Yeah, I hope so. I definitely hope so, because if you're not, I mean, like, you're missing out. Not only in, like,
Totally,
the
you're totally missing
information,
out.
but help and everything else. So, do you want to update us on what you've been working on, Jen?
We had a little bit of delay on some of the emails going out. Lori, who's in our admin office, was out of town. So they were supposed to go out last Friday. I think they're going to go out Thursday or Friday, but
Nice. And that's the emails for people that signed up for doing the what do you call it?
being
Why
on
is my-
committees.
The committees.
Thank you, committees. Thank you. My
Yeah.
brain is not working.
It's
today.
a tough night. It's a tough night, Jonathan, right?
Yeah. So
It's been a long day.
And then I've talked to quite a few people about doing seminars on topics that they specialize in. So we have a
Very
couple people from companies like coin management, key management, those kind of topics. I've talked to a few companies that are willing to do virtual seminars and take us
Nice.
through the best way to manage our coins and bills, and then also different types of locks that you might be interested in using, and how setting up your route in a certain way so that if someone steals your keys, they aren't able to just go around and steal all your money. So,
nice. That's a good thing. Well, I think that I really feel like we have room for more seminars during the day. Like I think that, because we had that big discussion at the end and stuff, which I really don't think it needs to go probably as long as it does. But I really feel like we could probably get another 2 seminars, maybe just half an hour ones or something in there from vendors like that. That would be amazing, just to, because everybody's always
and
asking.
it used to be my favorite part because it was where people brought forth their innovative idea.
Ooh,
And I think
like a
we
claw
really
stand.
should get back to that because, I won it 2 years in a row.
Oh, tell
But
us your ideas. What were they?
I created like a wheel that you can put on the end of a rack. So it's a dolly, but it fits onto the post of a rack. Basically, I put PVC pipe and this kind of dolly contraption that I found online and made it so that they would stay on each leg of a rack, and I can easily push it around
Nice.
because I have a
Nice.
lot of racks that don't have wheels, and I don't want them to have wheels for the mere fact of someone being able to just roll it out the door. Like today I had a stand stolen, so you don't want those kind of things. You don't want them. It was even tied down, but just that was one of them. And then I get a lot of Canadians. I can't remember if this was one of my winning. No. So I'll tell you 3 ideas. That so
Bonus.
one year I didn't win, but I get a lot of Canadians. So if you place a magnet on a certain part of Northwestern, as the coin falls, it will get collected upwards and out of the way so that you're not having to worry about picking them out later. This has a lot to do with bulk vending, but um, and then I'm a big fan of spiral gumball machines. And a lot of times with those, the money is everywhere in the bottom.
Hmm.
And so basically, what my mom and I did was made a circle with a drawstring. And so when you go in and you're collecting, you pull the drawstring up and kind of pull it closed so that it gathers all the money in the middle
Oh, smart. Yeah.
out.
That's totally
It's
awesome.
You have to use really good material to make it work. Otherwise, you end up spilling coins everywhere.
Which
But
we all are guilty of that, right?
yeah,
I know I am.
yeah. And so that was, I think, one of my winning ideas. I've
Nice.
presented a couple different years.
What was the third one?
So we had the wheel, the magnet,
Oh, the magnet. That's right. I'm
and
sorry.
then the
Yeah.
thing. My dad also loves the um, putting. No, that wasn't his. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. What my other ones were. I probably have
Nice.
notes. I have like lists of different things that I've created or um, kind of done. I've made a couple tools for bulk vending, and I love upgrading mechs.
Here's a good question for you and I, Jen, because we both
Yeah.
done this. But I think he means Lock America, but we'll see what he says.
All right. Brawlicon wants to know, good evening, gentlemen and lady, right? I've got a question for Gen Vend. Have you used Lock USA to get your own numbered locks for your machines?
I think he means Lock America.
Sure,
Yeah, so Lock
probably.
America. Yes. Um, I have both the, like, if you're doing a gumball machine, the top lock, and then also the one that you can use for like the sticker machine. I typically, like, I love them. They are impeccable people and they do a great job. I have some of those, and then I really like cam locks.
Yep.
So the
Yes.
Camlock company, I have 2 series, for actually 3 from them.
So here's what I ran into, Brawlicon, because I called Jen for this exact question because we have some new coin machines that we got and from Gen Vend that we needed locks for some T-handle locks. And I called her and I said, where do I get, the locks for them? And she said, well, you got to go to Camlock, and because they're like the best. So they have an extra little, like, explain what that piece is that's on the lock that makes it where people can't.
So a great example is I had 2 change machines at Regal's, and one of them was just a normal cylinder lock, and then the other one was a cam lock. So with a cam lock, the guy that was breaking into them, he looked at the cam lock and just walked away. With the other one, within 10 seconds, he was able to get it open. And so the reason why I like the cam lock is they have an extra pin in there. So like the lock picks can't fit in there correctly. And then also the ones I use have a change key. So technically it can have like 12 different series types of keys for that one lock.
So when I went Brawlicon, because I need some for those machines, Camlock, when you do your own locks with Camlock, they have a minimum. So you've got like a $200 minimum that you got to spend to basically order from them at a time. That's their minimum, which for us, we didn't, unless we wanted to redo all of our machines and do that, we're not at that level now where we needed to buy $200 worth of locks. So we actually bought ours from Lock America, and they should be here any day. So we bought 2 locks from them, but the cam locks are way better. So if you're looking for the best, that would be the best. And if you're wanting to do your whole route, then that makes sense. We're just not at that point yet where we want to do all of our locks, but we did need 2 good locks. So we did go with the Lock America, and I'll see when they show up. But T-handle locks are pretty universal. But the nice thing is that we have one that they're all keyed the same now. And it's our own key code for those locks. So if I need to order more, I can, but I didn't have to buy $200 worth to do it. So that's what we ordered. But they were great. I mean, they shipped them the next day, and they should be here any day. So I recommend them. They were super fast and easy. So,
And they pack stuff really well.
yeah.
So just for everyone out there that's listening, and maybe even just for me too, can you explain more about what the cam lock is? Because when I think of a cam lock,
So
I think
it's
of
the
like this.
company name
Okay.
is cam lock, but a cam is the back thing that moves.
Right.
So cam lock, when I talk about cam lock, that's the company. And
So I'm going to share my screen again, Jonathan, if you want to
Sure.
if you want to put this
Sure.
up, because I'm trying to pull up their website right now. I don't know if it's going to
Yeah.
work.
they don't have a good
let me-
website.
so I'm learning that. I'm learning that real quick.
Rock
Let me share this
America
screen
didn't
instead.
either. Their websites need a lot to be desired, but
Yeah.
it's yeah.
So when I think of cam, I think of just the standard like that you see on an arcade machine or a pinball machine with this is the cam piece on the back. But this example right here is from the actual cam lock company, right?
Yeah.
So I
But
noticed it's got
your
like
own. It's not your own number.
right. But I noticed it's got like a hexagon design instead of the standard, just for like a
And that
barrel
one is
lock.
the inside.
Okay.
So that has inside pins versus outside pins.
Yes.
I almost tried to click on your screen and I couldn't.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of different, options. Like these are the ones that I use in my what I'll call needing high security areas. I use the Abloy locks. Have you?
yeah.
Baton?
I'm sorry.
Do you buy the baton ones?
Just like this. It's got a really long key that goes in and unlocks
Yeah.
it.
So do you buy from Baton? Oh, you buy
Oh.
from that company. Oh, okay.
Yeah, from
'Cause
Abloy.
Baton is a vending lock maker that makes that style.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Interesting.
didn't know.
Okay.
I have never heard of that company.
No, these ones are known for really high security locks. Like they're supposed to be impossible to drill, and I hope no one ever tries to find out. but
They're not fun.
they've been
You'll never get through it.
yeah. Well, that's good because my laundromat machine's been broken into 2 times already. So I'm hoping a third attempt is not going to happen.
Does it have the piece that can make it close? So when you pull out your key, do you turn it so that is closed?
No,
so
it
that
doesn't have
people
that piece,
Don't
no.
stick toothpicks and stuff in it.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I know what you mean.
Fancy, yeah.
The one thing with the baton one, it has a little piece
Like a little trap
that
door.
as you pull out your key, you can kind of like slide over the piece.
That's pretty
And
cool.
so it makes it so that people can't put toothpicks and all kinds of junk in there.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
But I never realized how many different kinds of locks there were out there. Then so many different brands and so
I
many
love
different
locks.
security features. Yeah. All right. Jonathan Weber says, well met vendors. My 7-year-old son and I are continuing to research and develop our business plan to start a bulk machine business. All of you have great content. We appreciate the info. Keep it up. Thank you,
Aw,
Jonathan.
nice.
We appreciate
Thank you.
that. Here's a good one from White Tiger Vending LLC. This one's for Jen. Wants to know, how does your pitch sound for bulk vending?
It's funny because one of the questions I was going to ask you guys was, what do you do to pep yourself up or psych yourself up before you go into locations? But
Ooh, I got a good one for that.
because that's an important part of locating, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I kind of have this, I used to not have this thought process, but lately it's more, they need me as much as I need them. And so if they say no, whatever, they could have used my service, they could have made money. And so like having the kind of confidence to go in there and not care if they say no. And it's not an arrogance, but it's a knowing your self-worth. And
Yes.
I feel like when you have that, you're more likely to get a yes. And I always think yeses bring yeses. So like
Yeah.
if I get a location, I always go try for more locations because that positive energy is what gets you those more locations. And so like if I'm not feeling it, I don't go even try, especially places I really want. I will just go another day. My dad's always like, "Oh, just go in there." I love him dearly, but that's just my philosophy is if you're not feeling it, don't go into one you really want. But I also think
Totally.
that start with one you don't care if they say yes or no. It's great if they say yes. So that way you build up the momentum. And I think that's just as important as your pitch because I always get asked, what's my pitch? But I do think that you have to bring something to the table for them to give you the yes. So whatever that thing is, that spark that like puts your business above the rest, that's what you really need to lead with. And I think that for me, it's my merchandising, my product choices. I feel like that's what gets me the locations, like the sushi place. I showed him a picture of my stuff and he goes, wow, those are way better than what's at Walmart or any of the stores I ever see.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's what I do. And he goes, well, yeah, let's do this. And so I think if you are really good at service, that's what you need to like sell them on. So like before you go in, decide what that little spark is. And for me, it's the merchandising. Sometimes I like to give them something to like fiddle with. So if I'm going in to place like a sticker machine, bring in some stickers, have them fiddle with it. I mean, by them taking it from you, that's half the battle. If they don't want to take something from you, you know that it's an automatic, yeah, get your, butt out of here. And so
Yeah.
that's two things that I like to do, like bring in your hottest plush that you got going. I mean, what's a $2 toy to give them? Or um, I do think that having pictures is key, but I also think that something that's lost in our industry is we have a lot of new people coming in, which is great. But before you go in like, I'm the best at this, you need to do your research. You need to watch
Yeah.
videos and know what you are getting yourself into when you are finding the location, so that yes, it's a learning experience as you go, but make sure before you even buy your first crane what it's going to take to like maintain that machine. And I know that in the past there's been a lot of like promoter machines and different things like that that have sat at locations and just the person got bored with them. So like that's my like little feelings on the topic, I guess, my soapbox talk. But like really know what you're getting yourself into
Especially
and
full line.
do
Especially full line.
as much research as you can. Don't let that hold you back, because a lot of people do that and then don't ever get started because the first step's the hardest. But I think that there's a lot of people that go out and just aren't really prepared for having a route. So
Yeah.
watch all the
Yeah.
videos and everything you can.
I think we see it on top, especially on Facebook. Like in all those different Facebook groups, I always see people, taking their selfie with their new machine. They're like, doing this, got my vending business going. Here we go. And then like a month later, you see like, oh, this wasn't for me. I'm selling my location. Like we see it all the time. So I think it's great that you point that out.
Yeah.
And just also like don't have people spoon feed you. Don't always be in the different groups asking like, where do you get this? Like there are so much information out there. Just do your research, like make your notes, and people are there to help. But like you got to have a certain level of wanting to be in this industry and be hungry for this actual industry, and not just I'm in it to make a quick buck, because you have to love it in order to maintain it.
Totally.
So
It's not all fun and games.
it's
Even
not.
though yeah.
It's a lot of work, and I constantly get asked, or like told, "Oh, you have such an easy job," and I'm like, "You want to switch?" Like,
Yeah.
like sometimes, some days, it's like it's grueling and it's hard,
Yeah.
and I like I go through jeans because it's like you're down like cleaning stuff. You're just there's a lot to it, and I don't think a lot of people really realize how much work it is.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
I went
Just so you
past
know,
the
Jen Vend
questions. So if there were other questions,
that's right.
sorry.
And just so you know, Jen Vend does not have perfectly manicured nails. This is not the business for perfectly manicured nails. That's not how
Not
it
at
works.
all.
No.
No, so all our nails are dirty because we were getting dirty all the time, cleaning machines and doing the
Yeah.
stuff we do. But yeah, no, it's. There was a question. Actually, let me answer your question about getting hyped up for our stuff. Amelia is really good at getting herself hyped up, and she gets Sam hyped up, which is pretty cool. So she's always like, "Let's go," and he's kind of because he's kind of mellow, and he doesn't get as excited as she does. But she has to listen to one of the things we have to do is that we have to play TikTok radio in the car. So we have XM radio and it's a TikTok channel, and they play all the most popular songs that she listens to or sees on TikTok. So we play that the whole ride to where we're going, and that's kind of her pump up juice. That's what gets her excited
yeah.
about doing it. And she kind of leaves, with her head bopping, and we go in, and she's got her mojo. She
Yeah.
calls it her mojo, and she feels.
Pursued.
Yeah, she feels really good about what she does, and she's very proud of what they built. And I think that's part of it too, is like, be proud of yourself for going out and doing it. Just that much of it should make you feel really good about going out and talking to people, because you're doing something that most people in 100 million years would never ever do, and that's sticking themselves out there in front of people and asking them for something. And I think that that's a big step in itself. So be happy that you're actually walking into somewhere. But she's gotten good at it now. She's really, really good, and gets very excited to go in and stuff. But she reaches her limit too. So when you do reach your limit of some days it may be 5 locations, some days it may be 15 that we hit, but she tells me, she's like, I'm done. I don't want to do any more today. And I'm like, that's totally fine. I'd rather have you be at 110 than at 5, percent. And she just says, I'm done. And Sam's always done. He doesn't like to talk to people as much, but he's getting better at it. And he's actually landed 2 locations, so he's very excited. But he's not like her, with that kind of stuff. But he does feel so good.
I think that his attitude for a lot of owners could go just as far as how spunky and confident she is, that a lot of owners want to see, because he has a quiet confidence. And I think that goes a long way, showing that as, a teenager, that he has what it takes to run a business.
Yeah, because on one of them that he got, he stumbled quite a bit, and the owner kind of looked at me and smiled, and like she was proud of him for doing that, and I think that helped him, get the location. So don't feel stupid when you're doing it, because everybody's got to start somewhere. So there was a question about what you do. Let me find it here, and then we'll go on to, where is it? Oh, here we go.
All right. The next question is from Hero 3. It says, what does ORIS? I don't know what that means. I guess they're asking what kind of vending you do, Jen. So do you do full line, combos, amusement, claws, coin pushers, or are you a supplier?
I do bulk, was what I mostly have done historically. And then within the last 4 years, I've gotten into cranes. But I still have a pretty decent sized bulk rack route. And I love bulk. It's sad that it's kind of like slowly going away. I think that it's going to be around for a little longer than a lot of people think. But bulk vending is where I started. And then my family also does kiddie rides.
Nice.
All right. This one from Dallas Wirt says, Jen, I totally understand the mentality and the vibe going into a potential location. I was explaining it to my wife yesterday, just yesterday, LOL. I'll go back to a different day if it doesn't feel right. Yeah. Go back a different day if it doesn't feel right, for sure.
Yeah.
And then something that I actually wrote down to ask you guys is, after you got the no, do you guys ever have a comeback that has gotten their attention enough to make them do a yes?
Oh, like handling objections?
Yeah.
Or kind of like, if they give you a hard no, saying something, is there any phrasing that you use or anything you can say that, that
my dad
has
is
changed
the
their
king of
mind?
it. I can't pull it off, but my dad can.
I've never pulled it
Amelia
off.
does. She has. And so they said, I think it was just because she was in one of those moods where she was kind of sassy that day, and they
like,
said,
just
"Well, I
didn't
don't think it's
care.
really." Yeah, and they're like, "Well, I don't know if it's really for us or whatever." She's like, "Can I ask why?" He's like, he just stopped and
He
looked at
didn't
her,
know what to
and
say.
he didn't know what to
Didn't know what
say.
to
And she's
say.
like, she goes, I'm really good at what I do. Like she goes, people love our machines, and we know it'll be really popular here. And he goes, you know what? Let's try it. I'm not, And he goes, she goes, you got me, And she told him, but she was like seriously, like,
I
tell
can
me
She
do
was,
the
why.
I can do the
Yeah,
yeah.
turnaround, but my
yeah,
dad is the master of the smart blank comment.
Right.
And usually it's, oh, so you don't like to make money?
yeah. She wouldn't.
Like,
I
and
didn't
he
think
just
that was.
stop like, and he like, he'll look at their face, and if they're like, he'll be
Yeah.
like, well, this is,
Yeah, and I was very surprised that she did that. And I walked outside because we actually had one in the car and we ended up placing it that day. And I'm like,
Nice.
I can't believe you, Amelia. Like that was amazing. She goes, I want to know why. And I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, but like who says that? Like, like you just straight on like an adult person, like asked him like, why? Like I don't understand. And I'm like, geez, like that's crazy. So
Because the
um
right answer was yes.
yeah, yeah,
Correct.
yeah, exactly. So crazy.
Oh no, we got another super chat. This one from Mike at 720 Vending with a $5 super chat. Says, good evening, everyone. Sorry I was late to the show. Jonathan, Matt, and Jen, great to see you all. Welcome, Mike. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the super chat.
Nice to see you, Mike.
Yes.
I don't understand this question. Maybe you guys can help me.
All right, let's try it. This is from Brawlicon. Says, may I add, I have seen ads on Facebook Marketplace where someone has multiple locations with new Super Mini machines and wants to, I'm guessing, sell around
Yeah, it must be sell.
for
That's funny.
$30,000. I sent a message about proof of profit. No answer. Yeah, be careful. That
Scammy?
sounds scammy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds
Like the
scammy.
promoter machines, just they put them out there and then they sell the route.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So
White
you-
Tiger Vending says, thanks, Jen. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for all the info. Did you have more questions? I like your questions. They're stumpy.
Your questions are tough, though. They're not
Yeah,
easy.
I know. I was gonna say they stumped me.
Yeah. So far, I don't have any good
so-
answers for you.
Something that I have really, I have this like, I'm not sure which side I'm on,
Okay.
but the side of when you are loading a machine and the employee, I know you give stuff to them, Jonathan, but when you are loading a machine and you're putting in high end stuff in there and they want the high end stuff, what is your nicest way of saying no, but or no? Do you open that lid or do you kind of open it?
I guess it depends on how high end are we talking. Like, are you putting Louis Vuitton purses in the machines?
No, I'm
Yeah.
putting like squishamallows in there.
Yeah, that's okay. Because like I have that happen every now and then too, where I've gotten, especially at my pizza restaurant, I've gotten really good in with all those employees there, and like, we go there every week, and like my son actually worked there for a little while, so they're all they know me, and like it gotten to the point where every now and then they'll ask for something, and usually it's a license plus, which usually costs more, maybe $4 or $5. So as long as it's not like crazy, I'll give it to them. Or I'll bring them one. I won't always pull it out of the machine, but I'll bring them one. So that's kind of the practice I've done. But if it was like super, super expensive stuff and it was happening all the time, I'd probably put the lid on it for sure.
Yeah. I have a good story about that, and it actually has to do with the Squishmallows. So we were putting one of those in our prize locker, and one of the people that worked there wanted it, and Amelia said, "Well, these are kind of pricey, but you can pick something else from the bag if you want. And they said, oh, okay, and so they picked something in the bag, but it like bothered her for a while, and she went to Five Below, and she actually spent her own money and bought them a Squishmallow, and brought it to her location and gave it to them the next time we visited, because she was like, I felt bad I didn't give it to them, and I'm like, yeah, well, we only had three, and
Yeah.
and they are pricey, and I said, and she goes, yeah, but so she spent her own money and bought him one. I was like, that's so cool, but she and they were like so excited and stuff, but it's definitely, we do give quite a few prizes to our location sometimes, but they really appreciate us, and they really they all tell our story and all that. So we can't knock them for wanting toys just like everybody else, but they also put a lot of money in their tips and stuff too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had it happen at the sushi places, and they wanted, like, I had merchandised them before I brought them in and didn't have any other merchandise on me. And I had put a Hello Kitty purse right in the front. And they're like, I want that. I want that. And I'm like, no, if you want to pick something else. And then they wanted the other one.
Right.
And I'm like, those are like the two things I really don't want to go away.
Right.
And I gave them one. And then everyone from the kitchen came out and they wanted stuff. And
Yeah,
so it's
I can
like,
see that.
Chain
where
reaction.
do you draw the line
that's
of
tough.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
we don't
it's
get it
only
very
like
often, but Amelia
$100,
remembers. Like, yeah, we have
Sorry.
one location where the girl. No, it's right. The girl has a Jeep, and so like whenever we find rubber ducks in our stuff, like Amelia kind of puts those aside and brings her little rubber ducks for her Jeep, and so we do stuff like that too. And I get it, but we try to keep it not too much. But yeah, I totally know what you're saying. Oh, I know the answer to this one. Go ahead.
All right, this one from Toy Hunt wants to know, what are your thoughts on the Pokemon machine that spits out packs? Not the tattoo machines that you can use for trading cards, sports cards. This one vends Pokemon packs. Saw it at the 2023 IAPA Expo. And
Yeah,
we
they were
know
in-
exactly
Vending.
which one you're talking about. Yes, brand vending. Machines are a little pricey, but definitely cool machines.
Yeah, but you can do full packs of anything. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be Pokemon. You can do baseball
Pokemon, sports cards,
football.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It is a pricey machine though, but it does have a screen on it, and all that stuff, and they do well from what I understand. But being able to do full card packs is pretty cool. So that's something different.
It's very cool.
And you have
Yeah.
a pipeline of getting cards from him, because
Yeah.
a lot of the card series that he offers, it's really hard to get them.
That's good
and
to know.
he gets them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
definitely
can't use them for other things. You have to use them in the machines.
Yeah. I think I have his card here
So
somewhere.
you can't just resell the packs of cards, basically.
Yeah.
You have to put them in the machine and resell them that way.
Yeah. But I got like
this is
4
the-
packs of the Star
Yes,
Wars.
that's it right there.
I was
Yeah.
really excited about that.
Oh,
So here's
nice.
Scott's card and his phone number. And so if you wanted to get more information, and that's their website, you can definitely check it out. And so it's brandvendingproducts.com, I think, if I
I
remember
love
correctly.
his title.
Yeah.
He's the CFO,
Yep. Chief Fun Officer. Pretty cool.
not financial. Yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Pretty
That's
funny
great.
guy.
Yeah. So definitely give them a call. And they do, like she's saying, they do have the connection on the best cards. So very cool. So yeah, that'll
Good
help
to
you.
know. Good
They
to
also
know.
sell 1-inch product and 2-inch product.
Which there was a question for you about that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see that question about 1 inch, and I was curious about that too, because I feel like everyone is pretty much getting away from 1 inch. So this question's from Brawlicon. Gen Vents, how much are your 1 inch toy prices? Do you make your own mixes, buying bulk from Alibaba, etc.?
So I don't buy from Alibaba. I only buy toys that are tested. But I do mix a lot of our supplier stuff together. So like my gold mix usually is like a bag of SSM, a bag of Flatline, LNR, and who else has a good one? I've been mixing all of them together. Oh, All Star. And then that way I can use the different displays from the different companies, because I
Yeah.
rotate displays a lot. And
And when you say the gold mix, are you talking about like the little gold jewelry items, things like that?
oh yeah, it's in like every single one of my racks has a gold mix.
Yeah.
It's like the longest running, most popular toy that you can have on a bulk rack.
Sure. And then what are you selling 1-inch capsules for?
So majority of mine are all at 50 cents. I mean, all of them are at least 50 cents.
Yeah.
I don't have any other than gum is nothing else is 25.
Sure.
But I mean, with some of my Eagle machines, I've went up to 75. I know that there's
Nice.
quite a few people in California that have went up to $1.
Even for
Wow.
1-inch capsules? Wow.
There's
That's
two guys
good.
in LA area that they do $1.
That's crazy.
Nice. Yeah.
So in
Ooh,
my
I gotta do it.
opinion, having the 1-inch is better than having the 2-inch
Yep. Less cost.
because
Yep.
capacity and then just having stickers as your other, as your upper.
Yeah. That makes sense. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, because you can always up the mechs for those with an Eagle or a Northwestern.
Nice.
Or if you have a
Interesting.
2-inch machine, you can put the smaller wheel in it and you can vend out a 1-inch capsule instead of a 2-inch capsule. So I have a lot of those too.
I have a good answer to this one.
All right. This question from Neon Starship, a follow-up to the nose. How do you guys handle nose? Do you walk out? Do you try a different pitch? How often do you reapproach locations after a no? And how long do you wait? That's like 5 questions, Neon. That's all good though.
Do you guys want to go
Well,
first?
you said you had a good one, so let's
Yeah,
hear
you
what
said-
you have to say. Yeah.
Well, this just happened to us the other day. Is that we've been doing this 3 years now, and we've, of course, we weren't that good in the beginning when we approached 90% of our locations, and we didn't have 90% of our locations when we started, so we didn't really know what we were doing. And a lot of the good locations that we didn't have, and nobody has gone into them yet. We actually started approaching them. That's what we've been doing the past few months, is that we've gone back to those locations, and we actually landed one last week. That was one of our first locations that we ever pitched. And what had happened was, so for those of you getting started, is that what you'll notice in your area is that there may not be a lot of these machines out there, but once you start placing them and people start seeing them, whether it's you or your competition, and seeing how excited people get when they're playing them, or if they're a business owner and they go out to dinner at another restaurant or whatever, they'll start noticing them because you did pitch to them about it, but they didn't really know what you're talking about, and they didn't know how it worked or whatever it may be. So basically, our notoriety of who we are and what we do, and them seeing our machines now for 3 years around, it's a lot easier yeses going back after this time. So I highly recommend, even if it's only like a couple months or 3 months later or whatever.
Totally, yeah.
And if you do get a no, say to them, and that's the one thing Amelia did the other day. She said, well, if you see our machines out there, then you'll kind of know what we're talking about. And we're at all these locations. And she rattled them off of where we were. So then in the back of their mind, maybe when they go to eat at that restaurant, they'll go, oh, there's that machine that she was talking about, or whatever it is. So kind of leave that line open, or kind of feed them, a little bit of a, throw them a line and say, hey, maybe down the line you might want something, but always go back. I don't see why you can't. And before somebody else that is in your area does, and then they go, oh, well, they came, but this guy's here now, I might as well go with him, or whatever it may be. So go back. Definitely go back. Don't throw them out the door. Don't let it go, because they will see your machine. And sometimes it's just bad timing, that you go in there and they're having some kind of issue or some personal stuff going on or whatever, and they just don't want to deal with it. That's not your problem. And you may go the next day and it's their birthday, and they're like, heck yeah, whatever, here's some cake. You never know. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it just may be timing for a lot of these places. And we've learned that like Monday mornings is really good for us. That's the best time that we found to pitch. And a lot of times we're at a restaurant eating, it's a Saturday night and they're slammed and 3 employees didn't show up and they don't want to talk about it. So
That's not a good time, right?
no, it's not a good time, but you don't know that, so maybe going back, I definitely don't ever throw out a location and say, don't go back there. Definitely go back and hit it. That's just our advice, because it works. So, I don't know if you guys have more to add to that, but that landed us a location last week, which was pretty cool. So we wanted it really bad. So it worked out.
I have something to add. A lot
Sure.
of restaurants change ownerships, whether it be a family member takes over or they end up selling and moving. But a lot of businesses have a lot of owner turnover. And so it's probably someone different. So
Yeah.
pitch it like you haven't pitched it before, unless you see the same person. But I definitely agree with that. It's the most frustrating thing when you've pitched a place and they said no, and then you go back and they have someone else's machines. So frustrating.
We
Yes.
had a
Yeah.
boba shop, which is so
Yeah.
funny that you say that. That there was two girls were partners, and in this boba shop, and we kept going in there, and every time we went in there, it was the same lady in there, but she's like, I got to talk to my partner about it, and then we'll see we go. So we went back like 3 times because Amelia really wanted this boba shop, and she kept saying, well, I'll talk to my partner. I'll talk to my partner. So we went in the 4th time, and it was on a Sunday, which we never went. We were never in the town during that time. And the other one was there, the other partner. And so she said, I don't know if you're, she asked for the owner or whatever again. And it happened to be this lady. And she said, I don't know if your partner talked to you, but we were, she goes, oh, you're that girl, that came in with a thing. And she goes, yeah. And she didn't tell you? And she's like, no. She goes, oh yeah, we totally want a machine. And, and she goes, but I think she was just waiting for my okay. And she goes, it's my fault because I told her I'd call you, or, told her to call you. And she's like, no. And so a lot of times too, it's just that they don't care. It's not their business. And, they're not going
Right.
to follow through because
They've got 12 things on their plate.
yeah, and
Exactly.
it really
Yeah.
matters to you, but it's
Yeah.
it's not really that important to them. You got to remember that,
Right.
and then once it's placed, it's placed. You never have to really worry about it as much anymore. But so there's all kinds of things that happen like that, and definitely don't give up. 100% don't give up. So always go back if you can. So here we go. Gumball Gold with a question for Jen Ben.
Yes, Jen. Gumball Gold wants to know, what is your best-selling 1-inch capsule?
Gold.
Gold product.
Gold.
So
There you
I
go.
know
Gumball
I've seen like California Gold Rush is one of the display cards.
So-
What are some of the other ones? The popular ones.
If you're gonna do the ANA display, use their LA Gold display.
Okay.
I
All
think.
right.
But I think the key with any 1-inch is switching it up, like rotating. Like I say this about crane stuff too, and I think from doing bulk has given me this knowledge or experience that rotating your 1-inch is pretty important, and rotating your display. So I keep gold in pretty much all my machines or all my racks. But I rotate. I love SSM display. I love Flatlines display and All Stars display. So I rotate them. And then, I mean, there's some other good ones out there. Gem, the gem rings that All Star does and ANA does. It has like the really pretty gems on it. And then I know that SSM has had a lot of luck with the ice cubes. I've been a little hesitant because I don't like food shaped items that are that small.
Oh yeah, because they stick them in their
Choking
mouth.
hazards.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they are. They're tested and everything's great. I think I might try them, but I just haven't yet. And then I'm also going to give the stones that SSM does. Oh, another really good one right now is the shiny, the bright skeletons that you can stretch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like 4 different companies selling it, and I really like, especially if you make it so that they can see the toy. Like, don't have your display so big. Sometimes I even cut off parts of the display because that toy is so bright that kids really like it.
Nice.
Oh, and then toy explosion.
Have you had luck? This is flat vending, but have you had luck with those, like we were talking about? Because me and Matt remember from when we were kids, but those their holographic stickers have come back, and
Yeah.
I think those, like, we're gonna be ordering some of those for our. Do you have good luck with those? Those seem
So
to be.
because my dad had, he bought out this lady that had a ton of those from the 90s. I've
Yeah.
been doing those for a while, but it has picked up recently.
Nice.
So I have a lot of the shiny girls from around the world, or
Yeah.
good bad girl, good girl, and the dog that was shiny and the hippie one. So I do kind of mix those in, and if I find that it's not selling, I put it into a mix.
You know what's funny? I bought a box of flat vending items at one of the auctions in the past, and I still have a lot of the stuff, and I use it at the flea market arcade. I just make a mystery column, and you never know what you're going to get. But I do some of those shiny stickers, car stickers, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Do you make your own display, or do you use one of the stock displays?
I think I have a stock display. I think I might have printed a copy of it out.
Yeah. I know that there's a lot of vendors that find a lot of success when they make their own, just like one of each of the things in it.
Yeah,
And then they'll like shrink it down. They'll scan it, shrink it down, and put it in a display.
Nice.
I usually do, unless it's the flatline like mix, I usually do, or the flatline display with the Pokemon cards. I usually make it less money. So if all the rest are 75 cents, I usually have the mystery one be 50 cents. It just kind of flushes it out faster.
Yeah. And what you were saying, I wanted to comment on what you said about changing out your displays and your toys quite often. Is we've learned that with our grocery store locations that on our minis, it's the same kids going in every day with their parents going to the grocery store and getting, they always want to play the machine. And we've learned that the more we change it up and switch it around, the better our machines do. So if you have a location where people might be frequenting every day, it's good to change it up. Jen's super smart about that. And you'll see on her machines, like she'll have them all on location. They're all different themes, all different styles. And that really gets them excited. So definitely change your stuff up. Don't just throw the same stuff in there all the time or have only rubber ducks or whatever. Like that doesn't get them excited. You got to change it up. So we learned that. So that's very smart. Good one, Jen. That's seriously.
I did another. Did I send you the picture of the color divided section crane?
No. You sent me the one that you had of all the watch time stuff that you got. That was really cool.
Okay.
But I didn't see that one. So you have to send me that one.
It's
I'm telling you guys, like she's a genius when it comes to merchandising.
It's actually on my Instagram. I posted a picture of it the other day.
Okay.
Do you want to tell everyone out there what your Instagram is? Do you want to make that public?
Jen Ven Fixes.
Jen Ven Fixes on Instagram.
Yeah, she does not have a YouTube channel. So if you're looking for videos, she doesn't have those, but she does have an Instagram, so you can see the pictures she posts and stuff. And
I've been trying to post more. It's not. Yeah.
You're in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Still? Yeah. So you can also find her on the Discord, and and if you're looking for merchandising ideas, she is the lady. She's amazing. So definitely get in contact with her. But
I thought, I'm already following you, so I'm looking at all your claw machine stuff right now.
You have to read right now, though.
I know. I got to read. All right. Claw Mania Vending says, how often do you switch the prizes?
Go ahead. You
go ahead.
First. No, well, for our claw machines, it depends on how busy the location is. We're either there once a week or every 2 weeks, depending on how busy it is. So we switch ours every week or every 2 weeks, and we look at we kind of remember what we put in there. We have a generic mix, but we also add certain things to certain locations that do better. So we always try to switch that up. But go ahead, Jen. Sorry.
Something that might help with that, like what you're talking about, was switching it up. I take pictures of every machine before and after. So if I ever want to like really change it up, I can look at the picture and be like, well, this is what I kind of did last time. Let's do something completely different. Let's go more, little kid and a little bit of anime versus a lot of anime and little kid. Because I do like Mr. Potato Head and PJ Pajama or something or other, and then Mr. Wiggles for my younger kids. And so I kind of like to age variant the top two.
Yeah.
And I usually do every 2 weeks to every 4 weeks.
I definitely think I need to do a better job of kind of changing things up, because I know like some of my older cranes, all that stuff that stays at the bottom. Like I pulled the one machine out of the ice cream and candy shop, and I was like, oh my God, this has got to have been in there for 3 years. And I got to do a better job doing that.
Well, that bottom stuff tends to stay. I mean, they're going to pull off the top and then you're filling. So it's like,
right.
it's a never-ending
that stuff's like
cycle.
the foundation to hold the other stuff up, right?
Well, it's hard too. Like, you don't have a lot of claw machines, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have just a small section of claw machines. So it's really hard to have a huge amount of inventory that you can switch out all the time. Like we were running out, and I know how hard it was for us to try to do anything without a lot of toys. So until we got our order in, like we couldn't switch out. So I mean, you'd have to buy a lot of stuff for a small amount of machines where that's a little harder, but you could always just your
Yeah.
next order buy something new and then mix
Then
everything
just
up.
change your displays, your side, like stick your hand down there and like, pull something out, put something back in.
We try to do that. Yeah,
Jump
for
in there
sure.
and take some pictures. That'd be funny. Laying inside
What?
have them jump in there laying inside there with all the toys all over them and take pictures and stuff and send it in the Discord.
I sometimes think about that. I'm like, I wish I could just like, lay back into this.
It would be soft and
Okay.
fluffy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Matt, final question for you before we go.
Final question. Dixie Narco 276E used for $1,000. Is it a good deal? I would say no. But, I need to know more than that. I need to know how's the condition. I need to know if it's owned by Coke or Pepsi. I need to know if it has a credit card reader. There's so many questions. Straight out the box, 276E used for $1,000. Is it a good deal? In my opinion, no, it's not.
No. 501E?
501E would be, double the capacity, so that would probably be a little bit more in range, but it would be even better if it had, a credit card reader on it, or if we were sure it wasn't Coke or Pepsi owned, things like that. So you got to take all
I
that
just
into
like the
consideration.
501Es. We've had good luck with them, and like parts
Yeah.
are readily available. And,
Totally.
That's what I like about them. So I don't like the old school vending machines, like the way you stock
Yeah.
them and the whole deal. But like I never worry about it breaking down, and if it does, parts are
Right.
cheap. So
Yeah, it's easy.
yeah.
You can
Okay.
find the model number, Red. You can find the model number on a Dixie Narco machine on the side left plate. On the if you're looking in the machine, look to the left on the side of the door. There should be a plate with all the information on it.
Like a refrigerator.
Yes.
Cool, guys.
Okay,
Well,
well-
time's up.
Holy cow! Yeah, the time is up.
Yeah. So we're overtime. Actually.
We're over.
And-
Yes.
And we didn't even get to announce, so I'm just going to throw it out there. Our next giveaway is from CandyMachines.com. Find out next week what it is. It is a machine. And that's all I'm going to reveal at this point. But it's very exciting, very cool
We'll
machine.
talk about it more next week. So,
Yeah.
guys, make sure you come back next week to find out. Thank you again for joining us week after week. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Jen,
With that
thank
said,
you for
guys.
joining us.
Yes, Jen. Thanks for being
you.
here.
I hope
Thanks
you're
for
here
having
next
me.
week.
Appreciate it.
You're
I like
welcome you're welcome every week.
You will be here every week. That's just how it is.
There we go. There we go.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys.